I don't mean to laugh. But staying out for days on end, taking drugs and drinking, having sex with a stranger, she said in court. They would be 36, 48, 72 hours. The longest one was 4 days. Victoria said that she recorded hundreds of songs despite only releasing one studio album and one mixtapes. The freak offs took priority over her music career, she said. Sean decided I could not release another album, she said. At 12:29, the judge dismissed the jury for a 40-minute lunch break. All parties should be back in court at 1 p.m. as the defendant's former partner, Cassie Ventura, continues her testimony. Hold on, let me change this image for a minute. That's a sketch of Diddy making a hard gesture to his family as they arrived in court today. Cassie appeared emotional, describing freak offs in her testimony. Cassie Ventura walked into the court today wearing a long sleeve brown dress that went down to her ankles. Her pregnant belly was very obvious to the onlookers. She remained soft-spoken and composed through the majority of her testimony, though there were times she needed to take steadying breaths while answering questions. This was the most obvious when she was described what freak offs were to the courtroom. She dabbed at her eyes. She dabbed at her eyes a few times with tissues when answering questions. Victoria adjusted herself several times during her testimony, mostly kept her hands clasped in her lap, though there were times she rubbed or pressed down on her stomach. When Cassie first began discussing freak offs, a member of the public seated in the overflow viewing room yelled out, "That's disgusting!" She expressed concern that Cassie was made to testify about such things while pregnant and exited the room after being told by a U.S. Marshal to conduct herself the same as she would in the courtroom. Court was back in session at 1:15. The former defendant partner, Cassie Ventura, returned to the witness stand following the court's lunch break. Cassie says Combs controlled her career and appearance. Said she looked too Mexican. Now, before I even read this part, right? To say that Diddy controlled Cassie's career and appearance. Duh. He's the CEO of the record label. He is the guy known for branding and imaging the likes of Jodeci and everybody else. He would be considered an image consultant. He's the one who told her to shave her head and made her go viral before viral was viral, because it was a style that he knew would look on her that would make her damn near iconic, because every chick did it after that, copying her. Like, yo, bro, that's stupid, bro. He controlled her career and her appearance. Like, why would she take his advice as far as appearance in her career if she went and signed to the label? Like, who was you going to listen to more at that time if he done made Black Rob a star, Biggie a star, Faith a star, 112 a star, Mace a star, G-Dep a star, Mary J. Blige, all these people, right? And you gonna say now he was controlling your career and your appearance? This is the nigga that had the locks and shiny suits. You hear these niggas talk about your nigga was controlling our career, man. He was controlling our appearance. Yeah, they hated the shiny suits, but did it work? Yeah. When Cassie Ventura came back to the stand after lunch break, she said Combs had the final say on her career and her appearance. Isn't this the nigga that made big changes appearance for just a regular grimy Brooklyn nigga to, like, how they even trying to make this a thing, bro? Like, how are they even trying to make him controlling her career and her appearance? So what, was her stylist supposed to control her appearance? Like, she's not gonna take his advice? Like, yo, bro, this is, yo, come on, man. Are we really in court for this? While James Cruz managed her, he told her that he was doing it with one hand tied behind his back and that everything had to go through Combs, she said. So, James Cruz is the manager. He don't have the final say. So, of course, one of his hands will be tied behind his back. He's the manager. He can't make final decisions at the label. He's the manager. He has no control over the label. Come on, man. Y'all know this. The final decision is made at the label. John Monopoly can't go to Rockefeller and tell Jay or Dane what to do. He can only suggest it as the Kanye's manager. Like, yo, we would like this and that. But at the end of the day, Dame and Jay probably can't even make the final decision without talking to Def Jam. So, yeah, John Monopoly will have his hands tied behind his back, or James Cruz, when it comes to make a decision. They're just a manager. Come on, man. Stop playing us like we stupid, bro. Ventura also said Combs made comments about her physical appearance, including telling her that she looked too Mexican, that her hair looked bad, or that her nails needed to look a certain way. So what? She can't be looking Mexican in an urban environment. she gonna have to look urban, not Latino, trying to be an urban artist. She trying to do R&B. She can't be looking like Shakira. Where is that a crime at, bro? It's called artist development. Are y'all joking me? Like that is, she's a victim because he's teaching her artist development and he's done this for years, decades. You kidding me? He's teaching her style. So if he told, yo, Misa, yo, tell her what to wear, tell her how to dress, yo, she can't be looking like me, that would be a crime. It just shows you she just ain't got no style. You're not going with the Met Gala looking crazy. Nah, I gotta put some people on you to make you look like, because you look like a Latino artist. My appearance was very important to him. Duh. He's Puff Daddy. You can't be walking around with him looking anyway. It was pretty immediate, she said in court. Some days he would want me to be really sexy, other days like a tomboy. He was just very involved in it. Ventura added that he preferred her nails to be white. And during freak-offs, they had to be white or a French tip. Combs would also make comments about her working out and keeping her in shape and talk to her about breast implants, she said. You are an artist. You have an image to uphold. You have a reputation to uphold. You just can't be looking any goddamn way. That is a crime coming from the CEO of a record label. Yo, this is doofy, man. This don't make sense. Like, these are complaints. Like, he's controlling her because he's making sure she's fly.